Hey guys, next up is going to be the countycomm flashlight holster. This is originally designed for, I believe, I think it's called the 9290. One of the things I never really liked was the surefire holster that they had designed for the E2D Defender LED. It just didn't really fit very well. It was sort of one of their generic holsters that they decided to put in there. So in the winter, part of my EDC, I carry that guy every day, and so I wanted to get a holster for it. Now, the holster itself, let's see if I can get around the tripod, is an interesting design. It's sort of a turtle. Let me see if I can get real close. There are an outside sort of armored shell that is on elastic, and then there's these two side pieces. The only retention at the bottom is this little piece of paracord. And I'll tell you, I've only had one issue with it so far. I was sort of worried about the flashlight going all the way through. As you can tell, this used to be super tight, and the elastic is slowly stretching and wearing out. So it's a little bit looser. But I really like the belt clip. It is a NiteIze mobile accessory one that they've screwed on there. Has a really nice retention on there. Let me see if I can get a nice background shot there. There's no way that's coming off once you get it on there. It's really hard to get off, but on purpose, and I like it that way. One thing about it is if I'm sitting down, it does rotate. So if I got it on my belt and I'm sitting in the movies or something, I can rotate it so that it's not, the flashlight isn't jabbing me in the side, because the Surefire is a pretty tall flashlight. Now, at the beginning, before this had gotten broken in, and you'll see, especially with the scalloped tips here, it holds it well. Like I said, especially with the scallop edges. I mean, it holds it pretty well. You'd have to force it to try and come out where that didn't hold the flash out. Only issue I had was when I was breaking it in. Let's see if I can do this here. Was before it's broken in, these sides wanted to stay down, and if I put it in with one of the sides down, it would easily pull to one side and away from there. And I'll zoom out here so you can see it. So if one of those side clamshells got laid down before it was sort of broken in, it would miss that. But even with just the way this one was designed, I never had it fall out. I always could tell. It's sort of a habit, sort of a gut check, always checking your stuff, but it never fell out. And that's, I think, just because the way the Surefire is designed up here with smoother flashlights, I think you would have lost it. So that was sort of one thing. You always had to sort of make sure when you put it in, you got both clamshells sides, so that it would line up with that cord. Now, I'll tell you, I've been wearing it for quite a while, and I haven't lost the flashlight yet. My only kind of downside so far is that elastic isn't staying as tight as I had hoped. It doesn't really take much pressure for me to pull it out really far. I mean, that's sort of natural tension right now. So we'll see how it goes. But it's worked so far as my EDC. You may have other flashlights that work better, and again, this was originally designed for one of their flashlights, so they may not have that same problem, because I doubt that head is that large, and maybe it overstretched there. But I like it, and I thought it was a great flashlight and holster, and I should pass that along to you. So enjoy.